Can you believe that we have something that can help you to do something when it comes to placing trade, especially with those with lower time frame? Do you know that it's not practically impossible for one to use $10 or $20 to make money? But one of the things I'm advocating is that don't use $10 or $20 for you to relax. Like somebody asked me a question this morning, and he said I have 0.30. Can I use it to place trade on VS? So I was like 0.30, which is 30 cents. You want to use 30 cents to place trade in a journey where we'll have over $1 billion investment. Can't you see how we are practically deceiving ourselves? Can't you see that we are making this thing as if it's a joke? So if you place your trade using 0.30, maybe possibly the journey started immediately and you moved it to 40 or 50 or thereabouts, or possibly $1, you will smile. But believe it or leave it, the journey ahead is far more interesting than what we do with these things. It's especially we Africans. So notwithstanding, we know that all fingers are not equal, but once business is a business. So one thing you should know is that business is always a business. So you should not joke with your money when it comes to something like this. But in this video, I want to give you a strategy that can help you. If you have something like $10, possibly $20, or if you have something like $100, you will make trade with it and you will succeed. Now look at what I dropped below. This time around, I don't want to live a life where we spend too much and gain nothing. So this time we are fighting to bring up people to a stadium where they can be able to use the little they have and make it up to become something. So that is why number one thing I always do is to encourage you to have the knowledge, because no matter how you are shedding tears, if you don't have the right prescription, you will be holding a sick person and the same person will die. Rather, you rush the person to the hospital. So that is one of the things we are crying for. That is one of the things we are advocating for. You can only have access to derive, deposit, transfer to your MT5. The question I am asking you is this: how many times have you been able to withdraw into your account? Of all your effort in forex trading, have you been making it? Some are in a huge loss today because of forex trading. So if you have like $10, please use this thing as I'm about to show you now, and you will make money. 1, add moving average. Do you know why I always refer you to moving average? Because it's a very powerful tool. Add moving average as this one, moving average 5. Moving average 5, moving average 9, moving average 9, moving average 9, EMA 9. Then add another moving average, change the color to any color of your choice. Add moving average. This time you can make it to be 12. Then add another moving average. You can make this one 21, or possibly make it 26 so that we'll not have too many distances on our screen. Make it 20. All right. Good. We are good to go with this. And when you want to trade with this, please always use your 5 minutes and 1 minute time frame. So what are you going to be doing with this? We have things that we should look out for. Number 1, once you see this thing cross over to this place with a spike, and you see that this thing have started crossing over to this place, please don't be too fast to place your trade, but know that you're about to place your trade. Then once you see this thing here, please take candles like 5, 10, you are out of the market. So let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You are out of the market. You are out of the market. Now let's check from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You are out of the market before this thing would drop. Remember, the condition is allow the yellow line to come over. Now something happened here. This is why I always show people from the very live current market. Now something happened here. This thing crossed over to this place here. Now have not crossed over to this place. Do you see that? So once that happened, this spike came up. So I don't know your strength. I don't know your strength. So if your strength is not that strong, it will pull you out of the market, because with $10 trade, and I don't know your last size, but it should not be more than it should not be 0.20 or let us 30. Do you get that? All right, now look at the current market of the day. Look at the market we are trending in the now. This is the current market in the now. Now let's get this thing straight. Let's get this thing straight without anybody reminding you of how the market works. You should know that there was a reason this thing have never crossed beyond this. So you should know that presently now this thing is standing as a resistance zone. It tried here, here, and here. So until this market will break out either from here or from here, you should learn to avoid the market. But notwithstanding, as this thing starts moving, there is something to enjoy here. Look at it. So each time the market cross, follow it. Did you see that? You have few things to enjoy. Look at it. Now look at this one. Look at this one. You have something to enjoy. So you have like 5 to 10 candles to take. Now, this is one of the things that you should have in mind. Forex trading is not a bed of roses. It has its own challenges and can frustrate you. So one of the reason I'm saying this is that so that you learn to be cautious. You learn to caution yourself. You know, this mindset of I am owing my landlord, I need to pay my children's school fees, so you rush to the trade, you open, you place, you make it with this high tension of making profit. Most times things don't work that way. So you said, how do I raise money now? Your mind will say, go to FOREX. Go to FOREX. So you use your 50, I don't know where you are, but you put up everything you have. Finally, it came up to $100. You placed it, and you placed, and as you are placing, you are losing. As you are holding, you are losing. At the end of the day, you are not able to achieve your aim, and you are not even able to solve the problem. Rather, the money that you should have used for something else is gone. So that is why you should be very, very careful. Don't trade mostly when you have burdens. That is my piece of advice for you, especially to those my subscribers who has been with me for a long time. I am advising you, please, GDFX is advising you, please, don't trade mostly when you have a burden, when you have a family issue. Don't trade. Please, I beg you, don't trade at that time. Avoid the market whenever you know that you have this burden you need to attend to that requires money. Instead, if you want to trade for that, remove that your burden in your heart. Take it off. Then come back and do business. Do you get that straight now? Remove those things in your mind. Come back and do business. How do I mean? Let's assume you needed an urgent $500. So, and you borrowed like $100, 100 money worth of dollars. So you deposited it expecting to change it overnight to $500, and the most painful part of it is that you don't even have the knowledge. So any single move, like as this thing was spike here now, you enter for you to trade for a long period of time, only for you to be seeing this thing. And one thing I've come to realize after mentoring people, teaching people, having classes with people, and trying to brood people to come up to a point where they can be consistent in making money, I came to realize that one of the biggest challenge people are having is that people are greedy. And not only that they are greedy, they lack self-discipline. They are not disciplined at all. They are not disciplined. You know, Forex is more of adult than kids. So when you are talking to an adult, you are demanding the person, please do it this way. This is the right way to do things. And they want to make you believe. And some of them traded like currency. So they trend yen, Japan's, and all the rest of them. They trend USA. And now you are talking about volatility. You are talking about boom and crash. You are talking about a market that can be booming five minutes ago, and in the next 15 minutes, all your profit is gone. So this is what we are talking about. We are talking about a market that can be moving up in a direction for a period of time. All of a sudden, one line will clear everything. So you don't use your 1996 mindset of Forex and come to this present world. It's very, very dangerous. And it will only end up putting tears, cry. That is the only thing it will end up. Sometimes you suffer HP, high blood pressure. So please, I beg you, apply these simple things we are using. Look at this thing. Once you see there are simple ways you can trade and you'll be successful. Let's assume you don't have money for one to mentor you. For one to guide you. There are simple things you can do. Whenever you see that the market is doing a consolidation, how do you identify that? Visit your higher time frame, like 1 hour time frame. You always see a consolidation time, like what we have here, like what we have in this place. You always see a consolidation period, like here. So after a consolidation period of time, you always see a breakout. That is just, it's as simple as that. After a consolidation period, you must always see a breakout. And that is why we'll apply those things. Once you see it, you will see a breakout. Do you get that? And why we don't encourage you to use this very one below here on your higher time frame is that it requires a lot of work for you to see this. So you may stay like a whole day without trading if you must use this thing in your higher time frame. That is why I don't encourage you to use this one in your higher time frame. But when it comes to lower time frame, please use it. Possibly, let me show you something else. I just removed this thing. Now, this is boom 1000. I hope you know that all this move from this angle is a scalping move. But that doesn't stop spike from coming. I hope you know that this from here is a spike, and that doesn't mean that this thing should not show up. So the problem we are facing majorly is that someone will see this little bearish move here, and that person will be entering expecting it to scalp for a whole day. But you don't even know the structures of the market, and you want to make huge profit from the market. And everyone I have trained should know that I focus more on what they make them to be consistent and not just instant profit. Because if I have a period of time with you and you are making profit with me along the line, I help you to raise your money, and I think that is what people need so much. So, and I help you to make profit at a period of time. I said that, okay, our deal is done. You said, okay, no problem. Then you are out and I'm out. We don't have anything in common. Your money have expired, something of that nature. Then from the day I stopped guiding you, from that day you stopped making profit. Did I train you well? The answer is practically no. I didn't train you well. But let's assume that I took my time to breed, to build, to nurture, to talk to you, to do anything humanly possible to make sure that you will come to a stadium. Then what happened? When I am not available, you are already doing well. That is the mystery. That is the purpose. And that is what you need to do as one who has been trained by one who is trading. because we have a lot of mentors who only talk about theory. They can talk about Japanese candle. They talk from here to Africa, and at the end of the day, nothing will happen. Tell them to come to the market. Let's talk about the realities. Tell them to predict the market. And everyone under my mentorship should know, because I've already told them. Will do come out sometimes. We say, let's talk about boom 1000. Let's talk about crash 1000. How would this thing be in the next few weeks? How will it be in the next few months? So once you have that, you are not creating an atmosphere in their mindset. And once you have that in their mindset, it gives them the information they need. So whenever they wake up in the morning, like the YouTube you have on your videos cannot carry those things, but the person is already aware of what the market is talking about. That is how simple we'll do things, and things will turn out in our own favor. I don't have much to say, but just apply these things. You will smile home. Do you know that? Smile home. If you have traded for months, years, and you make profit on Monday, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, and by next week you are losing it, two things is your problem. It's either you lack discipline or you don't know how the market works. You place it by luck and you close by luck. So the other ones you place, you lack, you be out of luck. You are using your hard-earned money to be doing luck. No, it's wrong. So do these things and you will see how things will work for you. Please, I beg you to subscribe to our channel if you have not done that. And if you are looking for mentorship, I have few months to talk about this. And after that, it will be a different ball game. I will stop accepting people for mentorship until the ones I have, many of them will start testifying. All right. I am doing this mostly for people in Africa. Mostly for people in Africa, because many of them don't have knowledge about this. They only know, but the knowledge is lacking. They don't know the technicalities of the market. They don't know how this thing functions. You know, sometimes they say that all these Nigerian guys, the only thing they do is to talk and get viewers. Sir and ma, if that is your mindset, you have to change it, because I'm sure that there are families who are shedding tears yesterday, but after going through what we have, they cry to us and we help them. Some of them can comfortably place trade, make money, take their children back to school, and solve problems. And that is the aim. So all thanks to YouTube and you that believed in us. My name is GDFX. We are here to help you. I'm a grace man. I believe so much in grace and what God can do. So please do yourself a favor, get knowledge, and put those things you have here into practice. You see that almost every single strategy we have is working. Thank you.